Yo, Poet and Vuj Wanderers, he's saying, Poet, my guy, how are you?
Young Poe, why you trapping so hard?
What you got there for me?
German doner kebab.
German doner kebab came through with the Uber Eats. Yo,
wait, look at my chair.
The chair is actually beautiful. Sit down, young man. As always, we start with the pre-comments.
I wonder what they are this week.
It's not too crazy. I didn't actually go too crazy. Because I realised, I even felt it last week, I was overdoing the back of stuff.
Oh my God. If I overdo it.
When you overdo it sometimes, you just bring it back in.
Bring it back.
Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back to me. Poet is the visual representation of if my grandma had wheels, she would be a bicycle. Vuj looks like his boyfriend drives a Harley.
What?
Relentlessly having a nice at all times. Poet and Virginian, by the way. Adama Troy's back off is more plump than my girls. I don't know what to do, fam. And someone says, make them do a back off transplant. I already dropped a like. Love you both, and everybody that reads this too. Have a nice. Yeah, man, look, Poet and Vuj Wanderers, man. Like the video, innit? I'm gonna do that generic YouTube thing. Like the video, man. If you don't like it, what's the manipulation?
Oh, you have to manipulate them, innit?
What's the guilt trip? If you don't like the video...
Yeah, global warming will get worse if you don't like this video.
Greta! Greta! I thought you guys died. Great to find you all again.
I saw that and I was like, oh!
I'm always dying inside, so it's the same thing.
I mean, I've died quite a bit inside recently.
Yeah, but you need rejuvenation. You need to keep dying inside to really be alive, as they say in the philosophical texts of the East. When is Klopp coming back?
Klopp.
You gotta
do the dance, Klopp. Yes!
Yeah, give me what you're saying, bro.
Yes.
Mwah.
Happy New Year, boys.
My dad is here.
Happy New Year.
Klopp, man.
What?
Dad I never had. Oh, Klopp, I got some food for you. What are you saying? What did you want?
German kebab for the German, huh?
Yeah. Dankeschön. Chicken box for you. Poet, you want chicken box? You eat it later, go on. What the hell is this? Ooh.
The presentation's lit.
The presentation is mad. Hashtag ad. Kebab sandwich.
I feel like eating it out of your hand. How can the sun come out when you start eating it?
Iran.
Who?
Iran. Real ethnic boys drink this. Yogurt. A drinkable yogurt. We should do a food channel, fam. This is crazy. One sec. One more bite.
Shout out Gaffer though.
A little cheesy fries in that. Oh wait, we got a little table here. I didn't even got that. Wait a minute, young man. It's a burger. It's a kebab burger. Iran?
No.
I don't. Shout out to my Turkish boys.
All day.
I love my Turkish brothers.
Shout out, whole of Green Lanes. I love it, fam.
We go over to the football finally. It's Arsenal against Man United, 2-0. And we got the president of the Virginia nation, Michael James Parker, says, Arsenal 2, Man United 0. A win at home, 3 points, every scored, the team looked hungry. Someone explain to me how United managed to not pick up one yellow card.
Bro,
rough,
Michael, that is a bro, they tried to do what Chelsea done.
Bare rough.
They were, Kolosanac's got a yellow card in like 30 seconds. I thought, oh sugar, James is gonna kill him.
Yeah.
Bro, they were, especially Fred, show him some cheddar, get a yellow out, mate.
Pepe making sure drop his back off to the floor. Love to see it. Happy New Year, Poet and Vuj Wanderers.
And Luke Shaw, I tell you what, geezer, you have a treadmill it.
He needs a little workout.
You have a little treadmill because I looked at Luke Shaw, Southampton, and this Shaw, I'm not sure about this one. I think this one is actually a stunt double. I don't think this is the real Luke Shaw.
They weren't good enough. Look, United, you can see they missed someone like Pogba.
Just in the middle.
They missed someone in the middle to pull the strings. They needed that core figure. Because what do you need to get fit? You need core.
Core.
Just if you want to be a bit wedge, you need a strong core.
And you know what I love? The under 25s. Jesse Lingard is forever. He's Peter Pan. He's an under 25 forever. Forever.
Yes.
But yesterday, big man, that disappearing, that David Blaine act was not good enough.
Proper disappeared.
He needs to step up. Because I like him. I like Jesse. I think he's had a bit of a tough time and he's coming out of it now and I want to see him do well. But yesterday, if United had a little number 10 to play them little final passes to Marshall, who knows? I wasn't entirely happy to see Man United lose like that. I'll be honest with you.
If someone's going to beat Liverpool, I would say Arsenal. If anyone is. I don't think anyone is, but I think I like your defensive side because you've really got the lines, like it's World War II. It didn't seem like at any point really, even when people were saying you lot got tired, the atmosphere was kind of calming down in the stadium, I still didn't feel
this was the Chelsea game. This was the Chelsea game.
Yeah,
that's why when everyone was like, oh, they lost because of this and that.
No, really good.
Bro, I told everyone.
Coaching is crazy. I always thought like, it's the players, mainly the players' fault. This time you could really see that change. I've never seen a manager change a club that much since maybe Klopp at Liverpool.
It was like this, bro.
Within a game or two, Arsenal looked like they could get top 4.
Listen, if you watch that David Luiz interview,
good.
Socrates said the fun is back. David Luiz said that we weren't happy. Bro, they were just saying that they're happier now. They agree with the philosophy. Bro, all I can say is Arsenal under Emery, Copa 19. This right here is Paul and Vuj. They just want to have a good time. That's all they wanted to do.
Yeah.
And finally they're doing it, and credit to them. And this is a bit of a wild one, but I'm going to back you, Vuj. I genuinely believe if we make a couple of additions in this transfer window and a couple of people come out and say they're staying till the end of the season, we've seen the Xhaka things, Arteta and Xhaka staying, Aubameyang looks like he wants to leave. If they just say, let's commit until May, I believe Arsenal will get top 4 or Arsenal will win the Europa League. We will get Champions League football if this focus they have matched with a couple of new signings. I can see Champions League football next year.
Shout out to Arteta. Obviously, he's
so buff.
I like their hair. I like that he looks like Dracula. There's something of, he's like a Berbatov but Spanish. So he's not going to have all the Bulgarian mafia problems. He's going to have a stable relationship with the
He's
club.
honest. He's an honest man.
I like him. And obviously even David Luiz, the fact that he was so honest in the interview after. You can see he cares about the club. You can see these players were.
That's our captain.
Is their mentality now is one of belief.
Yes.
And it shows you where if you just improve the structure above a little bit, players, they falls in line. It's a real big chain. It's like capitalism. You know, you wake up as a baby.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you kind of work, and then if you don't make it, you just die as a poor man. It's fucked, but
That's true.
that's football. Now come through, don't
Come
worry.
through.
Happy about the result yesterday.
Fantastic top.
Sunil.
Fantastic.
Oh,
Come
Sunil.
on, well done. Oh, amazing. I was happy for them. Well done,
Big
boys.
up Arsenal.
Big up,
big,
lads.
big up to Arsenal.
Arsenal Fan TV. And also, I just want to throw it out there. DT got 500,000 views in 12 or 13 hours, and it was all positive. You lot, stop your agenda.
And I think, you know, apart from Arsenal doing really, really well, and you can see that a manager's doing really well, is Arteta. You've got a manager like Solskjaer, who hasn't maybe had that impact. But once again, even here, Mohamed, I saw this tweet that said, promote Solskjaer to director of football, sign Pochettino as coach is the obvious move. Because he was saying that he signed a few good players. He signed James. It shows that maybe Solskjaer has the eye, but there's deeper problems at United.
But I think that's harsh on Manchester United. I think yesterday the reason why they lost is because Arsenal were actually really, really good. And they made it a situation where in which Man United's, there's key areas in the field, in the Arsenal's spine was better than
real
United's.
analysis this week.
Yeah, like Arsenal's spine was better than United's.
Really backed off the back off talk.
I mean, bring it back if you want,
Jeez.
but not too much. No,
I won't.
But yeah, like, you know, well, it was a good game. Even Cesc Fabregas tweeted. Cesc Fabregas tweeted about the game. It was a very, very good game.
You know what?
Rio Ferdinand, all I'm going to say is this is what Rio sent me. Rio, I've got to get on you because it's this L's massive. This is worse than you
He's
want.
collected a couple L's.
Yeah, it's like he's back on BT. Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo scored as many league goals as Arsenal this decade, 704. And he laughed, to which I sent him this meme. Where Man United have scored 688 goals, so essentially they've scored more. Rio, come on, my brother.
I like Rio, but he just makes rash statements sometimes.
Yeah.
Like overly rash, innit?
He acts on emotion.
He moves like Vidic against Liverpool.
I'm on you, Rio.
It's calm, Rio. Like,
I'm on you.
We love you. But yeah, bruv, look, Copper fam, Python Ridge Wanderers, whatever you want to call yourselves. Obviously, there's no rules, and we identify as everything.
Do you know what? I'm going to back
You know what?
There's no
Who
rules.
cares anymore, man?
Yeah.
It's not even that deep.
I'm wearing a carpet.
You need to have a laugh, but I feel like the more like people make things like, you can't say that, you can't. That's why we have this society now where you can't say shit, and everybody's being weird. Just talk what you want to say, and like if it's a joke, you can clearly see it's a joke.
I just honestly believe that if the issue of that individual only exists online, like Wiley said to me the other day, log off.
Go for a run.
If that person's not an issue in
If
real
you've got
life,
problems with things online, yeah, just go for a run. Like, you could, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you see something and you go, nah, that's triggering me. You got this power, it's tremendous. You swipe your phone up, you go like that, and it disappears, and you're in reality.
and it's like,
And there's trees, and sometimes people on the streets filming.
I'm
I'm
with you.
just sick of like pretending that like all these things matter online when like
don't.
there's a different world out here, and there's a reason why shit is going to shit is because we're focusing too much on this virtual reality, bro. That's
why
just
I
me
say-
saying because I do it, so I'm like, oh right, I do it, so now fuck, maybe I need to fix up myself. So this
We're
is
all
why
guilty of it.
We're
That's
all
why-
guilty of it. I'm saying. Shout out to Football Republic, FootballDaily.com, bruv. I'm on this Unity thing. CNN, BBC Sports, BT Sports,
ProDirect, JD
Pro Direct
Sports.
Soccer,
I don't
JD.
care, man.
Bruv, shout out to everyone. And
look at the dog.
look at the
with
dog.
Jackie.
Look at him. What a beautiful dog.
Dog.
Why do dogs always look like their owners?
That's scary because I actually see they even.
The dogs always look like their owners, their hair and everything. We're going to move on to Southampton against Tottenham. Michael, obviously, Michael's the only guy that leaves comments after the games. We need more comments from more people. But obviously, he's the general, so.
He has to set the trend.
Southampton 1, Spurs 0. Spurs hit their first up 2020. Jose Mourinho was booked for going over to Southampton's bench and literally reading their tactics on the notepad, which is the most iconic thing since possibly Poets Corner, Bricka. It's an iconic move.
And this is the reasons why we need.
And he got a yellow card. Mourinho's amazing, right?
Mourinho, oh my lord. He said I was rude to an idiot. This is what I think everyone's problem with Mourinho.
But I was rude of an idiot. But you went
over. No, but I don't know what happened.
Mourinho went over. It's like you guys are going through the script, and Mourinho went like.
So he literally
I know,
just went
but
over.
I think that's the information we have based upon what we saw. What I'm saying is, if we spoke to Mourinho about what happened, there might be a different take. All I'm saying is Mourinho is a fantastic character. I'm glad he's in the game. We need him. He's a very honest man. What he said about Ndombele, the media's tried to twist.
What did he say?
He said he's injured. He's always injured. He's injured last week, injured next game, and people have twisted it to make it seem like he has a problem with Ndombele. No, he's just frustrated. Actually, I could be wrong. He could be frustrated he's injured. And when I'm frustrated about something, I will just communicate in a really bad way because it's frustrating me. Ndombele being injured, he's a talented player.
You're a bit like Mourinho, innit?
A little bit. I get
People
frustrated.
love to hate you sometimes. Not everyone, obviously.
Yeah,
Orange Wanderers love you.
I believe that hate exists online because it's so loud. But in real life, I never have a problem.
Yeah. No, as I say, the online world, how can you... No, I'm actually like...
The online world hates everything.
No, but that's what I'm thinking, like...
I know someone, my little brother, I'll be honest with you, he just stays in his house and moans and he's miserable and he's just online.
I'm saying 2020, just log out, innit? Look, Orange Wanderers here, we care about you guys being well as well. So I'm even saying log out of the apps, go for a little walk. Like, it's healthy for you at the end of the day. A bit of balance, man. And we don't want you to be addicted to these apps. We want you to watch us.
Yeah.
But we don't want you to be, addicted to these apps because they are mad, fam. It's mad over there. But it's cool. We're waking up. We're talking about it. We keep it moving. Spread love, though. Spread love. There's too much hate in the world. And I wanted to do a quick shout out to the Southampton manager.
Yeah.
I forgot his name, like Hossenhalv.
Where's he from, Klopp?
He's like German or Dutch.
He's Swiss because he was in the German league. All the best managers in the German league. Yeah.
Black don't crack. Look at him. He looks quite young for a white man.
Bro, I can't lie to you. I just like his attitude for one reason, yeah?
He looks like a Bond villain.
He was in a very bad situation. They just got battered by Leicester City. And I just feel like sometimes when you get battered, you can do one or two things. You can stay defeated or you can say, we're going to spin this around, big man.
He spun it around, didn't it?
Spun it.
He wears a tracksuit. He went from the suit, now he just wears the trackie. He's keeping it real.
I love him.
And you know what, in general though, I want to big up Southampton because they beat Chelsea away. They've now beaten Tottenham.
Yes.
It shows that they have got a good team. They play with very high energy.
But who's the second highest goal scorer, joint high goal scorer in the Premier League?
Who is?
Danny fucking Ings.
You're playing.
13 goals.
Danny Ings has got 13 goals.
It's funny how he's got 13.
How many goals like that?
Vardy's got 17. These are Danny Ings, and shout out to Specs Gonzalez. Everyone knows Specs. This Don has been chatting about Danny Ings since August. He said, he had injury problems at Liverpool, girlfriend issues, let him spin it around. And big man,
what a goal.
What he done to Toby.
What a goal.
Toby went home and he was embarrassed. Toby went back to his former club. He was absolutely embarrassed. I mean, I've never known a white man called Toby
Did all the wild things to him.
How can a white man be called Toby? You show me another white Toby. It doesn't make no sense. So as far as I'm concerned, Danny Ings, well done.
Brighton against Chelsea now, we move on. And obviously, Michael James Carpenter, we might as well just call this the Poet and Michael show. He says Brighton Chelsea 1-1. Is it karma that Chelsea looked set to win and drew off the Arsenal set to beat them? It was due to bad refereeing that we didn't get, etc. I think the main thing here, obviously, was the goal from Alireza Jahanbakhsh. Alireza Jahanbakhsh.
Bro, I love him.
What a finish.
He scored last week. The last game he scored, he was crying.
He cried.
He dropped to his knees and cried. If you hear the interview, what a nice guy. And the overhead kick. Listen, I'm telling you, Brighton are good. Potter the gaffer, he's got a good group of players. I was really harsh on Lewis Dunk. Good player. Tall, strong. Evolution of Stoke.
I'll be honest, I like their kits.
Because they're two teams, isn't it?
It's Brighton and Hove.
It's unfair.
And why have you got Albion when Albion's in West Brom? Like, I don't get it.
And Hove is Jay-Z. So essentially...
Who are you?
Who are you? I am the Grand Sea Saviour.
Who are you? Who are you, Brighton? What is an Albion? Albanian? I know some Albanian brothers.
What is an Albion? Albion is the alternative name for for the island of Great Britain. So they're the originals.
The Dover Cliffs.
They're the original. Werther's originals.
Werther's.
So why's Moy there?
Who?
Moy, he's at Brighton and all.
Boy from Australia.
Yeah.
Because they're British. Remember the Australians are
Oh
British.
yeah. Under 25.
Big up to Reece James, another under 25 as well. He's incredible. Reece James.
What a game. And do you know what he is? He'll give you no less than 7 out of 10 every week. Daniel's cousin as well.
Which one?
139.
Is he? Daniel James's cut? Yeah. David Moyes got his first win. West Ham looking up. Don't forget to hashtag it. Shout out to Spencer. 4-0.
Don't forget the hashtag.
Cantwell scoring a goal. Surfing again.
Surf, Cantwell.
So shout out to Todd.
And shout out Max Aarons. I want Arsenal to make a bid for Max Aarons. Very good young back.
Shout out to VAR.
VAR.
For once, sorry. VAR for once. Come on, give it for once. We got to show it hate, but we got to show it love.
For the Crystal Palace goal?
Yeah.
Because I like Palace. I like South
It was
London.
a good decision.
It was a great decision.
Great decision from
Conor
VAR.
Wickham hasn't scored in about 19 years.
Leicester 3-0 as well, which is obviously a good victory for Leicester, staying up there.
Perez didn't care against his former club. He
No,
doesn't care.
no cares at all. Man City beating Everton. Ancelotti.
Listen.
Nearly.
They were looking good.
I like the kit as well.
Decent kit.
I'm sorry, the Everton kit, it looked good. Liverpool, Sheffield, Klopp.
Love watching them play, right? It's
Yeah.
so
They
much
kick balls
passion and nobody's messing about, nobody's moaning, nobody's
Wait,
hanging with the head
Sheffield
there.
are miners on an island. You can't bring knives to a gunfight.
No.
Because we
Let's ask a question though with Liverpool because we keep talking about.
Yeah.
Can they remain undefeated and do an unbeaten
Yes,
season
they will.
in the Premier League?
I think so now. It's like
Liverpool are going unbeaten.
Yeah, Fabinho's coming back, and
Oh
you know
my
we
God.
still have like injuries. We got bare injuries. I'm just really excited. I think Liverpool now can definitely afford to lose the game, but
They won't.
I don't think they will.
Here's a mango juice for you.
Oh, mango juice for
'Cause
me.
man's got to go and film us.
I love mango.
We love you, Klopp.
Did you figure that just now?
Yeah.
My brother,
Look.
in them jeans.
look at the follow the drip.
Follow the drip.
Follow the- Villa against Burnley.
Aye.
Shout out to Jack Grealish. Absolutely love Grealish, even though his name sounds like a sauce. Grealish sauce. I can say it would be
Oh,
a
he does.
sauce. But this VAR decision was ridiculous
My bro.
because Jack Grealish scores the goal. His friend's offside by
A second, like, that's guilty by association.
The heel of his shoe. But where is the heel inside the shoe?
Wow. That's frazzled my brain. It's new. And you know what? I'm trying to change my perspective. It's brand new. It's not meant to be perfect straight away. Nothing is. Maybe it's
Yeah.
a journey it's going to take into perfection. But there's a clip that me and Vooch didn't show last week about VAR, how it was used in Australia, an open conversation that you can
Yeah.
hear with the referee. I just think that's more transparent for everyone involved. We're all involved in football.
Javier said this comment about Pep being woke about VAR being a distraction from the real problems in football won't make it into the show because no one wants to solve these problems. I put it in the show because, well, why not put it in the show? So
Yeah, I just think there's bigger problems in football. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like we just get rid of VAR. All that money that you invested in new televisions and like 75 people sitting in a room, invest it into some real problems in
grassroots
football.
maybe.
Grassroots football. How do we get like
Coaching.
really,
Yeah.
really good young players in England that are, don't have the opportunity to go to academies and all that? How do we get them into football clubs?
Yeah.
There's real problems. But VAR, let's go for it, man. Scrap it.
I'm VAR in because I don't know. I kind of enjoy it.
Watford beat Wolves. Neto got a goal. It was a deflected goal, to be fair. Troy Deeney didn't score. I was wrong. Del Boy scored and Doucouré scored. Ishmael Sarr played well. I like Watford. Shout out Troy
Yeah, they
Deeney.
felt more focused. The VAR thing, Ronan, I think this is the best part. The best analysis is Ronan says VAR in just for a laugh.
Ronan, you win.
I think
And I'm
that's
changing my mind again, just like I did last week.
Because TK Sakante said Poet went VAR into VAR and there's 0.2 seconds. Man them VAR in between, no rules.
Of course, because basically, someone in my head done this.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Because
I'm out.
Wait, if VAR can change decisions, why can't we?
what? Oh, when do we use VAR?
Because life
in
is
real life?
VAR. It doesn't have to be so like static and shit.
Leave a comment, tell us know when you would like to use VAR in real life. Let's go.
At the end of the day, we're moving on to Eurotrash and we move to the Championship. I'm very happy with Leeds. They got the draw. And I love Slaven Bilic. I
He's
love his
amazing.
beard.
Them two
I love
managers were incredible.
Absolutely love Slav.
The Leeds manager
Oh,
as an
but it's
interpreter.
Bielsa. He was sitting on one of these boxes. You see him the whole game, drinking coffee. You see it. He had like a tea, and he was just like, "Watch Bielsa's a madman." He's literally just like drinking tea, watching the game. It was he's something else.
You know that he gives instructions. The interpreter goes everywhere in my head.
I love him.
I reckon when he gets married, he's having an interpreter.
Leeds go up, it's going to add another great team, another great away day to the Premier League, another just historic team in the Prem, great fans. West Brom also, another Albion in the team. We need some more Albions. And then potentially, Millwall are back in the fold as well. And I'm just saying, I know Millwall got a bad rep.
Yeah.
But just for the shithousery, to really show what England's about, get Millwall back in the Prem. Because then you can't gloss over no issues. Because when they're in the Prem, we're going to have talking points. I'm not saying they're going to be good talking points, because imagine them, 3 p.m. kickoff, or 12:45, it's on TV, it's televised.
Have you been Bermondsey?
I've been, I don't go back often.
I went to a pub in Bermondsey in 2011. And a man came up to us and said, I think you can see you're not welcome here. Now, do you know what? I would have been. Bring him in the My bro, it wasn't even a match day for Millwall.
He just said, I think you can see you're not welcome here. Bro,
Bring them up. For that,
let's really find out what's going on.
I just like honesty, you know? If I know
Because
where I
imagine like, you know, all these like adverts for the Prem. Yeah.
stand, you see Millwall.
Their man coming to the Prem.
I'm not on it. The Den.
The
The Lions' Den.
Oh.
Man don't want to go to the Den. How have they got a lion?
And Poet's not even welcome in the pub.
I'm not welcome in the lion. And I'm a roster. And there's no one welcome. Listen, to be fair, they're 1/3 of England.
Yeah.
Because England has 3 lions on the shirt. They've got 1.
No, but it's like, I feel like these things need to be spoken about. So if they come up, there's going to be maybe possibly issues, but at least then there's more, like it all rises to the top. So you can actually openly get it out, rather than like, oh, this doesn't, we go to Bulgaria. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Let's talk about Spain. I'll be honest with you, yeah, England doesn't want Millwall to get promoted. And because of that, I want them to get promoted
because of that,
immediately.
I want, yeah.
Immediately.
For this, yeah.
Just to let you know, me and Visual not mucking about. Millwall went to Wembley to play a cup game and had a fight with their own fans. If you don't believe that the Millwall fans were all fighting each other in Wembley, please go to YouTube to check out the video. I want to
It's
go.
not all shits and giggles.
Nah.
Sometimes it's
Football's a range
shits
of.
and shits.
I want to say one thing to all the potent Vooge wanderers. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for watching to the end.
Yeah, hopefully they've made it. And
Yeah.
here's your Instagram to follow you.
Oh yeah, that you can do as well. But just the love. You're so nice people.
Yeah, great
They're
people,
so
man.
nice
No,
people.
they're honestly brilliant.
It's like there's no bitching.
No, they're brilliant.
Nobody's fighting. Nobody's calling another person stupid. And you read each other comments. You're
They're
like,
brilliant.
the
No, we
biggest
love
family,
them.
right?
They're like, no,
Let's
they're
family,
obviously.
man.
And you're like, oh, like it's 80,000, 90,000 for subscribers.
Subscribers,
now.
yeah, we'll
That's
get
like
100
Wembley
soon.
full. That's Wembley full, man.
I want
That's a
100K.
Wembley family.
100K.
I want
soon
100K.
come.
Yeah, that's a Wembley family.
Basically, the Ballon d'Or now is democratically elected. So this one got 1,000 likes. So the Poet and Rouge Wanderers, the comment they like the most, I'll give them the Ballon d'Or. I think it makes sense.
Makes
It's
sense.
not me picking
It
it.
makes so
You guys
much sense.
basically make the show. So Shakcham Subedi said, Poet's Garden looking like the forests of Chernobyl. There you
Tell you
go.
what I love about my garden. Nothing.
Someone said it's a crackhead's dream.
Yeah, it is.
But look, we've had a great show. How long have we been filming for? We did a longer one this week. 35.
40 minutes.
All right, cool. I'll cut it down to 30, 35. But look, man, we've done a longer show this week because I just thought there's more to talk about. And then I was like, why don't we just...
And it's 2020.
And it's 2020 vision.
The vision?
20 plus 20 equals 40. So we've been filming for 40 minutes.
I'm really happy though, I can't lie.
All right, wicked. And then, yeah, this week coming, we got the I have to slide in one back-off joke. One back-off.
Go on.
Luke Shaw against Traore. FA Cup. And Liverpool, Everton, and Arsenal Leeds. So we might do a show, we might not. 2020, there's no rules. See
Should
how
we
we
go
feel.
to the game?
Yeah.
Bye everyone.
We love you.